welcome to Karma Light Readings. I'm Karma. I'm so glad that you guys decided to click on this video and join me today. If you're new here, please make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell. If at any time you resonate with this reading, go ahead and hit the like button. If you are interested in a more detailed, personalized reading to your specific situation, there's a link also in the description box that's going to take you to my Etsy shop. You can see the types of readings that I offer, client reviews, things of that nature. I've also partnered up for the month, until November 21st with Rose Forever New York. So on any of your purchases, on a bouquet of flowers, you can get $20 off using my coupon Karma. You're gonna see the code and the little link pop up somewhere here in just a moment. But in honor of me teaming up with Rose Forever New York, I'm also doing $20 off on my readings on Etsy. So again, the code is Karma. All the information is in the description box, both for Rose Forever as well as for my Etsy shop. So with that being said, Leo, let's go ahead and jump into this energy. I want to take a look and see what's going on around you and what you can expect for Leo. All right, you have the number 9 with change, the number 39 with community, the number 8 with false person, and on the bottom you have the number 10 with journey. Some of you could be traveling or you work on the road, but it does look like you're moving, like there's a lot of movement. Okay, journey and change. Notice how in change it shows like furniture in the car and suitcases. So I don't know if you're leaving a community that you've always known, or you're recognizing that the people that were in your group or in your community are karmic, that they don't really have your best interests, and you're starting to realize that you know, sometimes our life lessons are that we're not supposed to stay connected to the community that we grew up with. That is a karmic lesson for many of us that are here on earth right now, myself included. I live 2,300 miles away from where I grew up. What's interesting about this energy though is underneath you have toil and labor and thief. So there's a lot of stress over what you've been through, over what's been taken from you. And I say it like this because I don't necessarily know if it's like physical things that have been stolen from you by this group of people or this person, but it's definitely time and energy, right? It's definitely some form of investment, something that you put into others or into other people. And now you have to pull back and make a very difficult decision about how you want to handle this. Could be a mother figure involved, okay? It doesn't have to be. You have a mature woman, could be a boss, but it is definitely a feminine figure here. But I do feel like you're going through a phase where you're recognizing who is for you and who is against you. I think that goes in hand with previous readings that we've been doing for you as well. So let's tap into tarot and see what we can get out of this. Please show me the current energy of this situation that's surrounding Leo. This person though, this false person is really good at hiding who they really are to you and hiding their intentions. All right, you have the 10 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, to the Devil, the Sun as well, to the Death card, Scorpio energy. So something was exposed to you recently, possibly about this false person. You may have had a recent job opportunity as well, or there was some type of opportunity for you to gain a stronger foundation or better stability in terms of finances. With the Devil here and the 10 of Wands, I do feel like this could have been job related. What's interesting though to me is how burdensome this energy is. It's very, very heavy, and you seem to be doing all the work. And then when we have the Sun, something was exposed here, and you're putting an end to an energy, an end to a cycle, death, and the 10 of Swords. Can you tell me about this 10 of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, please? Six of Cups. So this is with people that you've known for a while. Six of Cups energy, childhood friends, family, connections, people that you've given to, people that you've invested with, people that you've built with. I mean, you're Leo, so there's so much for you to give to others, and you're in that energy of wanting to uplift all of those around you. And I do feel like there was someone here who was taking advantage of that. Nine of Swords on the bottom. This has caused you a lot of stress and anxiety because you just can't quite. Four of Cups. Like, you have an idea of what this person was doing and how much they've lied and how much they've tried to throw you under the bus. And even though you've seen it and you know it, you're still, I guess I want to use the word shock. Like, you're still in a state of shock. Like, are you really doing this to me? Is this really what it is? Because you keep giving and giving and giving and you keep showing up. And I don't think this person is giving to the connection, or this group of people are giving to you the way that you've given to them. The Moon. Okay. Oh, Leo, this pisses me off for you. So the Moon is clarifying the Knight of Pentacles to the Devil and the Seven of Swords on the bottom. Immediately when I see the Devil and the Moon, I know there's some, excuse my language, I know there's some fuckery going on, okay? This is master manipulation, depending on which plane of existence you're on. I would even go as far to say that somebody's dabbles in energy work. Energy work, spell work, is all a form of manipulation, right? At its lowest form, it's lies and gaslighting, narcissistic tendencies. There's a lot that is hidden beneath the surface. Things that make you go, right? Like, you can feel it, but you might not have the physical proof. But I'm feeling as though this opportunity and this offer from this Knight of Pentacles, it came with a lot of conditions. And it came with a lot of shadows, meaning this particular energy and this particular person had not necessarily even connected with themselves enough to know what they need to address, what they need to work on, and what they need to heal. I would go as far to say that this person, Leo, has like a whole secret life going on that you're unaware of. And you might find yourself, like, if you're around this person and their friends, you feel like something is off. That's because there's something that them and their friends know that you don't know. Like, you're the only one in the room that doesn't know, but they all know. Does that make sense? It's real sneaky, real fishy. Yeah. Seven of Cups. You're the one left out. They all know what's going on. They all know the truth, but you don't know. You're being left out, left in the dark, but your intuition is on point, so you sense that something is off. Let's take a look and see. Show me, please, Spirit. The Lovers. Wow. Gemini energy, Pisces energy, Capricorn. King of Swords. To the Eight of Wands, to the Knight of Wands. It's funny because it's almost like I can see this person's plans, Leo. It's not that they don't care about you and that they don't like you, or it's none of that. It's whatever is going on within this person. Like I said, they're still in their karmic energy. They haven't worked on themselves. They haven't healed themselves. And so their idea and their way of fixing a problem is, instead of addressing it and or taking accountability, it's kind of like over the top, right? I have the Empress and the Emperor, and I have the Lovers, and I have the Knight of Wands, and then the Three of Cups, right? And then boom, the Seven of Swords. So it's like, I'll just make a big grand gesture, a big to-do about rushing something or doing something that will take Leo's mind off of what's really going on. But the Seven of Swords is still here. So I'm still going to be sneaky. I'm still going to be hiding something. But I'm not going to let them know. I'm going to quick try to cover it all up. What is the Lovers and the King of Swords here for Leo? What do they do? It's like, it's really, I feel like it's some grand gesture. Like, oh, let's do this. Temperance, Sagittarius energy. Again, Seven of Swords does not want to leave. Eight of Swords, Four of Pentacles to the Ace of Wands. Again, I'm not going to take accountability. I'm going to dance around the problem with Leo. I'm going to dance around taking accountability. I'm still stuck in a cycle, but I'm going to be able to get out of it this time. How many times are they going to be able to get out of it? How many times are you going to have to walk the same journey and walk the same path of healing the same situation, or thinking that you're moving towards addressing a situation, healing it, and putting it behind you, but they're still living in this energy? Three of Cups and the Seven of Swords. There's a third party here that this person is interacting with that 100% interferes with the connection that you have going on with them. Yeah. Seven of Wands. This person becomes very defensive. And it's Nine of Swords to the Knight of Swords. They're so worried about you finding something out. And it's such an interesting energy for me to tap into, because I really feel like someone knows what they're doing is wrong. They're not going to change. They don't want to stop, but they do want to protect you. I don't really want Leo to know the extent of what's going on. Again, so let me make a grand gesture. Let's go in this direction. Let's pull away from the energy and let's go somewhere else. But the core problem isn't changing. It's almost like just to get your mind off of it, to block you from really seeing and understanding what's taking place behind your back. Page of Swords, King of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles to the Emperor, Three of Cups to the Seven of Swords. This person uses work as an excuse sometimes. I'm just going to be honest. Like, you know, this is somebody who might be telling you, like, no, I had to work. No, I was doing, but they weren't. They weren't really working. They were doing what you think they were doing. Ten of Swords. At some point, everything's going to be exposed. They can't live in a lie forever. Ten of Swords to the World. Dang, Leo. Not everybody can come with us. Ten of Swords to the World, to the Seven of Cups, to the Nine of Swords, to the Wheel of Fortune, to the High Priestess, to the Three of Swords. Leo, I think that your intuition speaks volumes to you. You do recognize and understand that this is a situation where you have to disconnect yourself from this energy. You have to release yourself from this energy. This is a cycle that is calling for you to close it and to step through the portal. But because this was all, I feel like a lot of this was based off of energy and intuition, feelings, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the Seven of Cups. Like, you might not have had tangible evidence of what was going on and what this person was doing, but it was causing you enough stress for your intuition to let you know, like, this isn't right. This is showing up as a full karmic lesson in karmic cycle, but the heartbreak of needing to let go and leap forward, I feel, is what's keeping you connected. Like, what does this mean for me, for us? Yeah, Two of Wands. 10 of Swords in the world clarified by the Two of Wands at a crossroads. Now what? Now which direction am I going to go? To the Hermit. Virgo energy. Dang. So there is a separation and an isolation that's going to take place here. Not necessarily what you had in mind, but I do feel as though Spirit is asking you to make the decision to release yourself. And once you're distanced from this person and from this energy, that's when the wisdom comes in, because you're no longer going to be under the illusion, the moon, the devil, the Seven of Cups. You're no longer going to be under the illusion of what they're trying to project onto you, because they're able to do a lot of manipulation here and to defend themselves and to do things to try to keep things hidden. But once you disconnect from them, everything is going to slowly start to be revealed. And I feel as though your intuition is spot on with what's really happening with this particular person. I do also feel like there's a strong focus on career and work, and there's some type of interference with this person. This person or this community or this group, they interfere with your ability to be successful because you get so caught up and so focused on what's happening with them. Can you show me the energy around this, please? Narcissistic abuse. Telling you right there. It says stop being a victim in toxic relationships and recover from narcissistic partners, parents, mothers with psychopathic and sociopathic personality. Healing from emotional abuse. And I picked up on that almost immediately. You're dealing with a karmic person here. The truth doesn't make sense to you because of the amount of gaslighting and manipulation you've been under from this person. You need to do a protection ritual. You need to put protection around you, Seven of Wands, because in all honesty, you are being manipulated both energetically, spiritually, emotionally, and mentally by this person. Seven of Cups. You cannot make sense of a situation so long as you stay connected to this person's energy, because again, they're doing what they have to do to keep you confused, to keep you feeling like you're crazy, that you don't know what's going on, you don't know the truth. This is a very cold-hearted person. Again, they don't care what they have to do to keep you. It's like, oh, they, in their mind, in a narcissist's mind, they think that they're protecting you by not telling you the truth. They don't realize how abusive that is, right? But they're not going to stop living the life that they're living. They're just going to try to find new ways of keeping you out of the loop. Ace of Swords. They don't want you to know. You gain clarity by putting up protection. Yeah. Warrior. Spiritual warfare. You have to fight back. King of Pentacles and Earth Angel. Leo, we already know that you're an Earth Angel. There's new energy that's coming towards you. Again, I don't know if you're going to get a new job. Or look at this. Clown tears, feeling foolish, karmic partner, pushing each other to grow, judgment. I would release yourself. I would release yourself from this energy in this situation. I'm going to pull a couple things here at the end. We're going to pull some numbers. We're going to pull some letters to see if they resonate for you in regards to this situation. All right, we have photograph, looking at your photos, memories, trying to make sense of the past. So again, this grand gesture, this person, whenever you're about to find something out, it's like this person makes this grand gesture of, hey, let's do this instead, or let's up our commitment. Let's level up our commitment. It's just not making sense. Yeah, see, love call. But then they run. The runner. Separation and ascension. You grow by releasing this person and releasing their energy. They are going to reach out to you. They do want to talk. You have lightning and healthy choices. You're going to have an epiphany about this person. You're going to have an epiphany about what's going on. And it's going to cause you to make drastic changes to your life. I truly feel like Spirit is asking you to disconnect from this. This is like it's an abusive relationship. What months are going to be most important for Leo for the next 12 months when it comes to this particular situation? The month of May and the number 5. December, the number 12. June, the number 6. That was May again. April with the number 4. That was December again, so pay attention to December. And March with the number 3. All right, Leo, let's take a look at some letters and numbers that could be of significance in this particular situation. We have the letter K, the letter U, the numbers 4, 3. We saw those on the dice. 4, 3, 5. The letter Z, the number 7, the letter H, the letter J, the letter N, X, 5 again, so 55, the letter R, and the letter O. All right, Leo, I send you guys so much love. If you're looking for a reading that is more detailed to your personal situation, check out the links below, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.